On this side of this video, we'll talk about XREBN as a part of the future financial system. I want to show you why I think XRP will do better than all other cryptocurrencies when it comes to sending money around the world, and why I think it could become a worldwide reserve currency in the future. In this video, I want to show you that not only I, but also the biggest institutions in the world are waiting for help to solve the problem that XRP can solve right now. This video will really help you understand how strong XRP could be. And this video will also talk about XRP charts, price activity, and where we need to break out in the short term before we can really see the long-term charts explode. Then stay tuned for the whole video. We're going to break down every level I'm watching right now. There is a lot of false information going around that the XRP ledger isn't changing that much. That's why I want to start this video by quickly showing you this chart. And the XRP ledger is pretty quiet right now because I think this will pretty much settle everything. And since February 10, 2021, we can see that there are twice as many active XRP wallets as there were before. And this is a very unusual case of growth that's happening much faster than in the past. This clearly shows that there is a lot of new activity on the XRP ledger. This is probably because projects know that an automated market maker is coming soon. The clawbacks are coming, and the XRP community is one of the biggest and most important in the world. Companies that want to make real-world projects that work are becoming more and more interested in the XRP ledger. This is because other blockchains like Ethereum are having a hard time scaling and working as a way to send money quickly and cheaply around the world. Over the course of its history, the LRP ledger has never been down. And young, it has always been quick and useful, which is why I think a lot of people are starting to understand that this blockchain, and this has become clear recently, is the gold standard of the cryptocurrency market. BTC in core and is starting to catch on with institutions. I only had a minute to share this with you. The fact that the number of active wallets is really growing at such a fast rate is very exciting. It's also pretty cool that Crypto Town Hall is talking about this. These news outlets are some of the most important ones covering X right now. So I think it's a great sign that they're talking about the benefits and how quickly XRP is growing without any bias. Kudos to them. First, let's quickly look at how the price of XRPs has changed recently. We'll look at this long-term XRP price chart in a moment. I'm really looking forward to it. But first, I'd like to talk briefly about Bitcoin's price changes, because I think what needs to happen with them will have a big impact on XRP. Allow us to now start talking about Bitcoin. As soon as the Bitcoin ETFs went live, a lot of people told us they were the best. The Bitcoin ETFs were getting a lot of money from institutions. There's blah, blah. That was a big drop in the market value. Right now, though, things are making a great comeback. After seeing this graphic that Gareth Soloway posted, I think this is a really important point that we should be keeping an eye on. Bitcoin needs to break back above this trend line right away. Bitcoin could break through this barrier and get close to $44,000 or $45,000, which would probably put an end to the claims that the ETF is the best choice. We're also going to keep an eye out for Bitcoin to really hit a record-breaking high this year. Bitcoin needs to let go of the idea that its ET is the best thing ever, because guys have been on this one for a while now. Also, just so you know, CBDL Ripple did agree with this. Look at Guy's XR price chart, shows some big jumps. Ripple is keeping an eye on them. And I think that just shows that these aren't just guesses. What these charts aren't just for moon boys. The people who work at Ripple also think that these charts are possible. This graph shows how the current XRP cycle stacks up against the last one. And we're about down 50. This is what you're seeing. XRP is basically repeating this last cycle. Furthermore, it's possible that we have already seen the last event, the flushing. And you can see that we saw a big wick going down and a flush out at the bottom of this blue channel in 2017. Right before XRP went through the roof. Even as we watch it happen, the same thing is going on. And that could mean that the price action that we've all been waiting for is almost here. And in this case, the similarities are truly amazing. I think it's crazy that these things happen, but these XR price guesses are what I really want to show you. The amount is $15 to $20. That's where these green boxes end. Harry, you don't look that crazy on the charts. When trying to guess how prices will move, one of the most important things to remember is how important it is to look at how an asset has traded in the past. How it moves and what's possible. From the price trend of XRP shown on this chart, we can tell that it moves quickly, vertically, and exponentially. There is no doubt that another meltdown like the one in 2017, 2018 is very likely to happen. I think it will push XRP to levels many people have said are impossible to reach. I just thought you guys might be interested in something. That's what I'm paying attention to. Ripple members actually like posts like this, which I think shows that we're not as crazy as some people would have you think. Still, I think that those high price targets will only be reached if the XRP ledger is used by institutions. And let's move on and talk about it. This document, which comes from Citibank, should show you that our expectations for how these institutions will use the XRP ledger are reasonable. What the groups say they need is exactly what it is. Take note of this. It comes from CT. In the end, the industry needs to work together to make sure that it can be easily integrated. Since the US and Canada are about to start using T+9, the industry needs to work together to make sure that all priority systems can work with each other. And this is true whether the system is SwiftFix or something else.
Yeah.
Some people say that Giro will definitely come after, which will bring more progress in risk management and capital optimization. Also, everyone agrees that the +0 can't happen until new technologies that change the way things are done after the trade are added. And it's not likely that Zero will work well without the use of distributed ledger technology. What 1T? There, Citibank has made it clear that double T distributed ledger technology will be a key part of the future financial system. In the end, money will travel T+0, which means it will do so as quickly and efficiently as information. And there is trade and settlement going on at the same time. This is exactly what Ripple wants to do with the banking system. Actually, this is exactly what XRP will be used for. The thing that the business says is necessary is T+0. The institutions know that donde stands for the future. They know that you need it to finish the job. Ripple is in charge of making that happen. One thing is for sure, Citibank has already said in public that its token is not the best solution. And the words inside. They need a way to connect to the rest of the financial system. This is where Europe Ripple come in. Let me show you what I really wanted to show you. These things are going to be important for more than just us. Ripple doesn't just say that their products will be important. Hey, we need these systems, which is why businesses like Ripple are trying to get them to buy their stuff. It's interesting, and I love seeing numbers like these. That being said, I thought this movie was great. So let me talk about one more thing. This video was cut down into a brief and played a few times on my channel. I took out everything that wasn't needed. And I think this will help you understand why. I'm sure that the XRP become a worldwide reserve currency in the future. As more and more of these institutional payment systems connect to it, and as more and more institutions start to settle payments by making use of the XRP ledger, take note of this. David Schwartz himself says this as well. There can be more than one world reserve currency at the same time. Sure, I do. I also think that's possible. And in the long run, I think the dollar will lose some of its value as a reserve currency in many parts of the world.